Hey, this is Judgment, and I'm on the new Shangri-La map, and I've got the complete Easter egg video for you here, and I'm going to try to explain each step as best I can. This thing is involved, and it is a pain in the butt, so don't expect to get it on your first try. It took us, I think, 3 tries to get it, maybe more. But anyways, getting right to it. All right, you want to start it out by coming by the quick revive area, and this is where you spawn. All right, there's 4 dials that look like this, and you all want to press them at the same time, so you have to have 4 players. And as soon as you do that, you get set back in time. And there's 2 guys trapped back in time here, and you'll notice there's a large meteor rock, and that's a big part of it. All right, now I'm going to go to the MPL side. There you go, right there, and click this button. Now you want to make sure that you have 2 guys on the other side. The 2 guys on the other side should be, one should be just outside the mudroom, and one should be down the bridge. All right, and what's going to happen on this one is I'm going to go up to these stones and not really step on them, go right up to them a little bit, see what they are. That's a funky T. It'll light up and glow when you get close to it, and then I'm going to call that out to the other guys. And then the other guys are going to search for those. And then when they find one of those, they'll step on it, and I'll step on it together, and the stone will disappear, and we'll keep doing that. There's 12 stones here. There's a triangle. All right, so I said triangle to the other guys. They find it. We both step on it. It disappears. There's the asterisk. All right, and you do this 12 times. Now, if you do one wrong, you're going to have to start all over again. And if you have to start all over again, you're probably going to run out of time because this traveling back in time thing only lasts for a certain amount of time. But that's the first step in a nutshell. Now, as you can tell, I sped this up, and I tell you what, this is a hard thing to do. Now, I said 2 people on the other side because if you do 3 people, there's a tendency for people to be hitting different stones, and when you hit different stones, it'll actually switch them. So that's why I'm not standing on them. I'm going up to them, looking at, finding out what they are, then calling them out, then we step on them together. All right. Otherwise, if you kind of step on them, they switch symbols and everything like that. And it's going to take you a couple times going through this to get the hang of it. But once you do, it gets easier, and it helps to have a name for each one of those. All right, so that's step 1. As soon as you do that, that little orb goes up in there, and you know that you did it right. All right, now step 2. Every step, you got to go back in the past. All right, so I'm going to go to the mud side, and this is kind of a quicksand. I call it the mud side. And you're going to head over to the waterfall area. Now, 3 guys go down the waterfall, and I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to show you what you do down here, and I'm going to show you what you do when you activate it. All right, so see this ledge right here, this grate by the minecart? You want to step on that. 3 people will step on that. They'll activate a lever, and this is what it looks like coming down. All right, watch the right-hand side. Did you see that switch? I slowed it down a little bit, but you just hold X while you're going down there, and that will complete this step. All right. So 3 guys go on the grate. That activates the lever. The 4th one goes down the water slide holding X. So make sure that 4th one waits till the other 3 get up there. And then another orb shows up. So you know that you did that right. All right. Once again, got to go back in time. You're going to go back to the waterfall area. And this is where you need the baby shrinker gun. All right. It does not have to be pack-a-punched, but you need the baby shrinker gun. All right. Now see this orb right here? You can shoot it down with a ray gun. Then you want to shrink it. Get your guy with the shrinker to shrink it. Then you knife it, and it'll go down the waterfall, and you fall down there. Now, besides the ray gun, you can also throw a Semtex there. Semtex will dislodge it. Comes down here. I'm going to shrink it, and then knife it. You want to follow it down. As you go down the water, you'll actually pass it up. Don't worry about that. And when you get down here, there's a geyser that you want to go to, and it'll go onto the geyser, and as soon as you see it go onto the geyser, there it goes. Just go up to it, and that activates the geyser and shoots it out. And then if you look up, and it's kind of hard to see because I've got the moon thing right there, but there, it just landed right there. All right, so that's the next step. Now, one of the hardest steps that we found was getting one of these fire zombies. You got to make it through a round and keep the fire zombie alive. All right, we got the fire zombie alive. We're going to go back in time. We're going to head over here to the left to the minecart side, and this is the MPL side. We're going to go down in this cave. There's a lever here, all right, in this cave, and I need to turn around. It's behind you. I'm waiting to the other guys. All right, see that lever right there? You're going to turn that 4 times. What that does is it releases the gas. All right, so I did it 4 times. You see the gas coming up there? All right, now you want to get that fire guy coming down in there. And as he comes down in there, he's actually going to light the gas because of his flames. All right, so what you want to do is move towards the power room, and that's all you do. And there's different gas different gases coming out of here, but you don't have to do anything, so just get them to follow you until you get to the power room. And that's all we're doing right here. And he's a slow walker. It helps to have other crawlers on here too, and we do, and I'm going to show you why in the next phase because of that. Alright, so now we're into the power room, and see that gas right up above me on the top? That's the last one that you need to light. Alright, now we're going to bring this guy in here. Don't kill him, because you need him for the next step. Make sure you grab the spike mores in the power room. You need the spike mores in the power room back there. And what happened was he went into the power room, I ran around him, I came back into this tunnel, and I switched that lever. That completes this part. Alright, next part. Once again, go back in time. I know you're getting sick of hearing me saying that. Alright, and we're going to go back here. Oh, I hate this. There's that fire guy. He's still alive. Alright, now we were in the other tunnel on the other side, but this is the mud side, the quicksand side, and I'm going to head around here. You don't want to touch that guy because he will blow up when you touch him, and that's what makes it difficult to try and keep him alive. Alright, now we've already put down some spike claymores, and they will actually shoot once they're activated and plug the holes in the wall. Now there's 4 places where there's holes in the walls, alright, that you need to get those to shoot. So use the fire guy coming down here to activate those. He'll make it through all 4 of them. You won't kill him, or you can use crawlers, zombies, but see, there are the spikes. They go and hit the wall and plug those holes. Now those holes need to be plugged because you're going to activate the reservoir down here by the waterfall. You know that brick that you push that says do not push? That activates that reservoir, and those holes were letting the water flow out, so you plugged them now, so that's part of the next step. Now, I forgot to tell Wild what the next part of this was, and he accidentally hit the brick just to be funny, so I gotta wait till that pops back out. The reservoir will fill, then you'll hit that and complete this final step. Now we could kill the crawler, kill that fire zombie here, but we're just kind of keeping him alive. Alright, so I need to get over there. There it says, do not hit X, so you make sure you hit X. Alright, and then you've got the next step of the puzzle here. Alright, on to the next step, except for we couldn't go on to the next step. We're trying it right here, and all of a sudden one of our friends got stuck in the map. And we couldn't, not actually in the map, but in a glitch area, I guess. But if you go up this geyser area, he's actually stuck right down there on the bottom to my left. You can see him, his gun sticking out right there. And we were dying because, we had made it this far, and we're like, oh no, because you need all 4 people to do this. And so we tried dislodging him by jumping down in there, getting him down in here. And unfortunately, what we came up with was we had to actually have him just kill himself. So he held a grenade and actually blew himself up, and so we had to go to the next round and start it. And unfortunately, he had the shrink gun, or the baby maker, whatever you want to call it. But there he is, putting himself down because he could not get out of it. I'm not even exactly sure how he got up in there, but you can see him clearly right there in a glitch. And we thought we were done because we were going to have to start around with him without any guns, and we no longer had the baby gun. But we ended up getting him back. He actually hit the box enough, he had some money built up, and actually got the gun back. And then we did a couple things and got him to pack a punch, and I think we did that a little later on. But alright, here's the next step. You want to activate the knobs like you normally do that are in the center. You go back in time, and you want to look for these things on the wall. And I ran past one of them. They're these stones, and here's one right here. When you get to the stones, when you find them, you just knife them. And you have to knife them in the middle or towards the top, otherwise they won't go. And there was one right there. Alright, now, my responsibility was the minecart. There was the 2 that I showed you up by the minecart. Then there are 3 down in this power area. And there's one, and I'm going to find another one, and I had trouble finding the 3rd one. There's 5 that are in the spawn area. And make sure that when I say spawn area, you check that whole area and even the spiked doorways in there too. And then there's 2 by the mudroom. So there's 12 stones that you have to find. We all split up and found them all. Once you find all 12, then you want to go to the minecart area, and to the left of the hut by the minecart there's going to be a snare trap right there. You just throw a grenade, sticky grenade, monkey bombs, and blow it up, and you're done. That's it. Alright, next one. You want to go back in time again. This is the dials. portion, and you want to go and do these in a certain order and a certain combination. All right, these dials are in the mud pit area. Like I said, you're going to go to this one first, and if I can get through here. All right, now I want to turn this to 16. Now the C is 10, the bar is 5, and the dots are 1s. That's the kind of code. So there's 16. You want to get that facing up. Then you want to go over here, and we're going to turn this to 1. All right, now I'm going to go, if I can get around here, over here on the right. And like I said, you have to do them in this order. All right, you're going to turn this to 3 dots, and the other one is going to be 4. So make sure you turn them in that particular order and that particular combination, 16, 1, 3, 4, and you have to be back in time as with all these other steps. And I'm going to actually look up here, and you see that right there? That lets you know that you did it correctly. Alright, for this next step, you have to have the J, or the 3179 JG baby making gun pack-a-punch. So we're hitting the pack-a-punch stones, all 4, and going up here, and our friend is actually pack-a-punching it. Alright, so he's got it pack-a-punched. Now we want to go back in time, and there we go, and we're going to head over here, and we're going to hit the gongs. And there's one by the mine carts. There's actually 4 gongs. There's a total of 8 gongs, but 4 of them make a constant tone. You want to only hit the 4 that make a constant tone, and when you hit all 4 of them, then you'll get this Treyarch symbol above this one, and this is the one that actually has the dynamite. And you're gonna shoot this one with the baby making gun, and then the dynamite falls down. If you see down there on the bottom part of my screen underneath the gun, that shows the dynamite. So once again, you want to go up over this area, shoot that, then you want to come through here, and you want to shoot the other one on the other side. You can see it right now. Alright, and he actually shot it right there. Alright, and that actually triggers the thing where the meteor shrinks. And there you see that right there. Alright, so you got to shoot the other one, then shoot the one to my left. That shrinks it. I have the dynamite in my hand, and right now we got a pack-a-punch. So we did the pack-a-punch thing, and you just go up here and you got to listen to some dialogue. Alright, and there's a little glitch where you can see through the wall, but you can't do anything. But go up here, look at it, listen to them, and then they'll want the dynamite. You just go up there and you press X and give them the dynamite. And when you do that, then the timer on the waterfall will come out, and the water will come down and push you off here like we do there. Alright, now you're almost done. You don't need to go back in time for this one, but you do have to hit the pack-a-punch thing. Once again, that opens the stairway, so you can run up there. The wall's blown out, and you can see the orb. Now, when you grab this orb, you're going to get all 7 perks. Those 7 perks stay with you for the whole entire game, even if you go down. And there I just grabbed it. Got the achievement. You're going to get a gamer picture unlocked, 75G though, and you have all those perks, like I said, for the rest of the game. Unfortunately, you only get it whoever grabs it. Alright, but hey, there it is. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll help you answer them. This thing is involved, and I'm sure you're going to have some. But hope you like this. Take care, and God bless, guys.